The NBA All-Star reserves have been announced, and this is probably the first year my picks are exactly in line with the picks made by the coaches. Good choices, in my opinion. We'll talk about some of the controversial ones, some of the ones you could have up for debate. But other than Andrew Wiggins being in the starting lineup for the Western Conference, this is probably the least debatable and least controversial All-Star selections over the last few years. We'll start in the Eastern Conference. The list goes as the wings being Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, and Chris Middleton. The guards being Jimmy Butler, Zach LaVine, Darius Garland, and Fred VanVleet. The most controversial of those being Jarrett Allen being omitted for Chris Middleton, and then no LaMelo Ball, instead Darius Garland and Fred VanVleet getting in, which I'm surprised by. I thought LaMelo Ball was going to get in over Fred VanVleet, but Fred VanVleet, in my opinion, has been more deserving on a very similar record to Charlotte and has been extremely, extremely crucial to the Toronto Raptors' success this year. I mean, if he's not leading the league in minutes per game, which I think he is, then he's right at the top. He's been an absolute workhorse. Kudos to him. Kudos to Darius Garland on his first All-Star appearance as well, as he's been a big reason for Cleveland taking a big step forward this year. Jason Tatum gets in again. Jimmy Butler gets in again. Zach LaVine gets his second. James Harden gets his 10th consecutive. And Chris Middleton gets into another All-Star game as well. I know there's a lot of people that are going to think Jarrett Allen should have been in there. Jarrett Allen hasn't got as many touches and in turn as much production as of late, which I think has definitely led to him falling down the pecking order. Chris Middleton was my pick. He does a lot of small things for this Milwaukee Bucks team that I think is extremely impactful. And even though Jrue Holiday has been better than Chris Middleton on the year, they had to have a third forward. Jrue Holiday is not a forward. Middleton had to be the guy. And so Middleton they went with. Pascal Siakam I would have loved to see in here as well, but ultimately with the Raptors record, the Raptors were never going to get two guys as All-Stars, which is unfortunate. But he's been deserving of it. He's been an All-Star caliber player, no doubt. So Chris Middleton being in, Jarrett Allen potentially being omitted is probably the most debatable one alongside LaMelo Ball being omitted. In the Western Conference, however, again, my picks were on lock. This is the way I would have picked it. I don't really think there's too much to debate out west. Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell, and Chris Paul were the guards and wildcards in the Western Conference. Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Draymond Green as the front court. I personally had Brandon Ingram in my front court, but that was assuming that Andrew Wiggins was not the starter. So other than that, Brandon Ingram was my third forward, so this makes sense. Again, I can't really disagree. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys agree with, what you don't agree with. But I don't really have any controversy on this. The only thing to add for the Western Conference is that Draymond Green has announced that he will not be playing in the All-Star game, whether it just be due to him continuing with his injury, wanting to rest, rehab, you name it. He's not going to be there. So hopefully that means we can get to see a Brandon Ingram, or ideally, if it doesn't have to be a forward, we can see DeJounte Murray take that spot, and he will be an All-Star weekend player. But that remains to be seen. But DeJounte Murray would be my pick. That'll be announced in the days to come. Honestly, I don't have much more to add. No controversy here for me. This is exactly, literally to a T, exactly who I would have picked, who I had picked in my preseason video that you can go back and watch from a couple of weeks ago. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.